Ready, set, go.
Greetings, undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web. I am tall, lanky guy. Welcome to Clickhole. This isn't a game. It's just a. This is one of my favorite websites of all time, and I thought it would be fun to do some quizzes from Clickhole because they're the best kind of quizzes you can possibly go through. I might also go through some maybe the odd click venture or two. We'll see how it goes. But first, we're gonna find out how many of these extremely 2000s pop culture moments do I remember. I was born in '96, so I remember some of the 2000s, but I was also a fairly sheltered kid. So it's we'll see. We'll see how things go. For now. So, between the advent of reality TV, the worldwide obsession with all things iPod, and the unforgettable fashion moment that brought Uggs to popularity, the early 2000s were a truly iconic time for entertainment in the US and Canada. How many of these pop culture moments from the early 2000s do you remember? Find out below. Oh, the first one is, we're starting off strong. When Paris Hilton and Wilmer Valderrama released a song called Watching the Third Harry Potter Movie on a Portable DVD Player. That, man, I really do, I remember that one really quite a bit. I remember that well. That was so 2000s. When George W. Bush went on TRL to break the news about 9/11, honestly, don't remember that. 9/11, I was pretty young then. So, I mean, I was pretty young for all of the 2000s. But I don't remember much from the actual day 9/11. When Billy Crystal enjoyed his third consecutive decade as Hollywood's hottest leading man. I absolutely remember that. Billy Crystal, what a fine lad. What a dashing fellow. When Steve Jobs laid the first iPhone like an egg, but then told everyone he invented it instead. I don't follow technology very often, so I don't remember this particular occasion, but I have been following Apple and seeing if anything else gets laid like an egg in their next release press thing. When everyone named their daughters Topanga from Boy Meets World for an entire year, dude, the number of Topanga from Boy Meets World in my Topanga from Boy Meets Worlds in my elementary classes, it was ridiculous. You had to there was Topanga from Boy Meets World P, Topanga from Boy Meets World A. I had a bit of a crush on that one. Topanga from Boy Meets World P, but with long hair. They were a little bit mean to me, but it's fine. When John Kerry announced his plans to run for president after being inspired by the music video for The Real Slim Shady, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. When Madonna French kissed Britney Spears at the 2003 VMAs and then continued to swallow her entire head. I heard something about that. It was very vague. I wasn't sure on the rumors, but I remember hearing something about that. When Avril Lavigne inspired millions of American businessmen to start wearing neckties. Absolutely. Avril Lavigne, absolute pioneer in the male business fashion industry. Just a real trailblazer. When The Gap introduced their wildly popular line of jeans that said, "Future Husband of Christ," on the ads for little boys who wanted to grow up to join the priesthood. Oh no. I can't tell if that's aged really well or really not well. Oh no. Oh, I don't remember that. When all those weird guys got together and made Lord of the Rings for whatever reason, I absolutely remember when that happened. When you sneak up to your mom's room to try on her Livestrong bracelet while she was out competing on A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila. No, my mom wasn't really all about that. When Sir Mix-a-Lot sang Baby Got Back at Ronald Reagan's funeral as the deceased president was lowered into the grave. Again, bits and pieces from media, but don't really remember that. When Gilmore Girls tried to bring on Whoopi Goldberg as a third Gilmore Girl, but quickly killed her off. I do remember hearing about that. People were not happy about it. When Destiny's Child broke up so that Beyonce could go to space camp, I absolutely remember that. I remember a bunch of my friends talking about it. I remember people making bets on whether Beyonce would do well or not well at space camp. Obviously, the kids that bet on her doing well made a lot of money. It was really changed the grade 3 dynamic. When Eminem released a picture of himself giving the finger to a parking meter, and parents around the country refused to let their kids look at it. I don't remember that. I think my parents definitely tried to shield me from that little nugget of the 2000s. When Flava Flav decided to marry whichever contestant on Flavor of Love could help him get his Heelys off. Those weren't the reality shows that we watched when I was a kid. I'm not too well known on Flavor of Love, unfortunately. When the entire cast of The Sopranos did the electric slide over the credits to close out the show's season finale, I remember seeing that dance sequence. I never watched The Sopranos, haven't seen the show yet, but I remember seeing that little tidbit. When the city of New Orleans used discarded Zunes to repair its broken levees after Hurricane Katrina, when I really wanted an MP3 player or some sort of music playing device, back in I guess this would have been 2000s, early 2010s. I was gearing up to get myself a Zune. I was like, I don't need no stinking iPod Shuffle. I don't need no iPod Nano. They're too stinking expensive. It's ridiculous. I was so ready for a Zune. And then I ended up getting an iPod Nano. A Nano. And it works fine. Still works, probably. When the city... But yes, I do remember that, New Orleans doing that. When The Office and Scrubs made a crossover episode where JD treated Jim and Pam for gunshot wounds after a murder-suicide attempt. Excuse me? I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. I feel like I would remember that. But unfortunately, I don't remember that part of The Office. And I never watched Scrubs. When Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 VMAs to announce the day's lottery numbers, I absolutely remember that. That was all over the news. All over. Let's get my results. Let's see. Alright, I checked 10 out of 20. Nice. It looks like you were paying at least some attention during the 2000s because you seem to recall a lot of what happened. You might not remember exactly where you were when Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey divorced because Jessica wanted a pink Motorola Razr, but Nick got her the LG Cherry Chocolate. What are you doing, Nick? Where's your head at? Where was your head at? Come on, man, you know better. You know better, Nick. But you probably at least tried one of those awesome Nabisco pregnancy tests you could eat when you were done with them. Good job. Thank you. Great. I love that. Well, oh, I remember this picture. Like, I remember seeing this picture on most of my results, and it's giving me a weird shot of nostalgia from when I would do these all the time in high school. Yeah. So I'm gonna do maybe another quiz, and then I'll do a click venture on here. Uh, yeah, take a nice little excursion into Clickhole. I'm excited. It's gonna be good. So thank you very much for watching. If there is some sort of weird satirical thing that you would like me to interact with on here, please let me know in the comments. I don't know if I've mentioned, because I have terrible memory. But if you haven't clicked the like button, that's a thing you can do. You can also subscribe or ring the bell if you haven't done those things either. Yeah, I'll see you later.